And welcome back, everyone. We want to give you a sense of how the rest of this week is going to shape up and certainly take a look at the weekend and eclipse day. How will the weather fare? Because so many of us are looking ahead to that point. And I do think you are going to like the answer to the question. But let's start things off just with the here and now. As we look at a loop on storm scan, not too much has taken place over our area. You'll notice, however, a couple of showers and thunderstorms have rumbled through parts of the southern Delmarva Peninsula, some of which could lead into part of our area as well. Later on today, just a spotty shower storm is in the cards in the southern counties, but we're talking again spotty, isolated. That's the key word there. Meanwhile, you've got a really well-defined storm system brewing across the Midwest. Some very strong wind gusts with some of these storms, as well as some very heavy rain coming down in parts of the Midwest. And this is the system that impacts us into tomorrow and primarily through the day tomorrow, but it may leave behind a shower early Saturday morning. So warm front lets in first, brings in the warmth and humidity, and then the cold front crosses, and it all basically takes place tomorrow. We'll talk more about that in a second, but let's focus on the tropics briefly here. Now, since early this morning, Hurricane Gert has since been downgraded to a Cat 1 hurricane. It is still the strongest hurricane we have seen thus far this season, as it maxed out at a Cat 2, but with time this is expected to continue to lose its steam, if you will, as it moves into ever closer toward the Arctic Circle, in fact. But this continues to remain well out to sea. But you tend to have indirect impacts from situations like this. If you're going down to the shore at any point the rest of the afternoon here, you've got to watch out for dangerous surf and rip currents. Have a flotation device if you want to go in the water. It's a really nice afternoon. I can't blame you, but make sure you're swimming near a lifeguard, because this is the kind of situation where rip currents can thrive and form, and sometimes they're tough to see. Elsewhere in the tropics, we've got the potential to see our next tropical depression. It would be number 9, and this is over the next 2 days that may form. Over the next 5 days, there's 2 separate waves of energy. One that's got a 6 in 10 shot to develop. The other has a 4 in 10 shot to develop. So those are way out in the open waters of the Atlantic. We are also approaching the height of Atlantic hurricane season, so this isn't all that atypical. Meanwhile, we're currently into the low or the mid 80s, pretty much region wide, a little bit cooler certainly by comparison up at Mount Pocono, but a really nice start to the afternoon. Dew points, they're not terribly high. They will climb a lot tomorrow, so enjoy the rest of today. What a beautiful start to the afternoon. Outside Kutztown Area Middle School, beautiful blue sky, a couple of patchy clouds. We're at 80 degrees. Saw the kids out here on the soccer field at practice earlier on this morning. Then as the afternoon progresses, I think we'll eventually top off right around 87 degrees. Now, humidity does begin to climb, and especially tomorrow looks quite oppressive in that regard. We flirt with 90 anyway, but you factor in some high humidity, it will feel really uncomfortable out there. And we'll also end up with some showers and thunderstorms courtesy of that front we mentioned. The weekend clears out, and eclipse day right now stays clear with sunshine as well. We'll be right back.